I've been playing Minecraft for about 7 years now, but there is one version of Minecraft that I've never touched before. And that is Minecraft Windows 10 Edition. I've heard that Redstone is pretty wacky in this version of Minecraft, so I suppose I've got some learning to do. Serious learning to do. So there's me thinking that these monostable circuits would work. It makes a redstone clock. As a complete side note, I got very excited when I saw Stonecutter in the creative inventory, thinking that I could place stone next to it and it would transform it into 2 slabs. And that's not the case. Unfortunately, it's just for decoration. So this type of monostable circuit does work the other way round. However, in Minecraft Pocket Edition, sticky pistons do not spit out their blocks. So when you send a 1-tick pulse through a sticky piston, no, always retract it. Huh, that's interesting. That could actually make some things quite difficult. This is just a quick disclaimer 1 minute into the video to let you know, in case you hadn't already realised, clearly I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Now of course, because Windows 10 and Pocket Edition doesn't have quasi-connectivity, all of these scenarios right here don't power the bottom piston. To be honest, I wasn't really expecting this one. I always thought that that was like intended behaviour in Minecraft, but apparently it's not. However, this does work because this redstone powers this piston, and then this redstone also powers the block, which powers the piston. Okay, I'm getting there. It's like starting all over again. There's just entirely new rules to learn. This, however, is very cool. A very welcome change. I can move everything. Dispensers, chests, furnaces. Oh, I've got so many ideas right now. Right, let's see if my theoretical idea works. Take that as a no for the time being, but potentially promising. I would be embarrassed to tell you how long it's taken me to get here. We have had so many mishaps, so many confusions, and so many just general mess ups with my redstone. I still don't think it works. I'm fairly certain this monostable circuit isn't actually functional, but if I place in an item inside these hoppers, I do have a functioning chain gun. Yes! It works! Well, I mean, I'm happy with that. It's not exactly fast-paced. I wouldn't be scared of it, particularly, but this is a project that I have wanted to build since probably about day 4 of my YouTube channel. When I first started getting into redstone builds, I was like, wouldn't it be amazing if I could build a chain gun? I set it all up, I put a piston next to a dispenser, I looked on YouTube and thought, how has no one done this before? And then I realised that unfortunately they could not be moved. But that day has now come, and I have finally, after 5 years, built what I've always wanted to build. And before you let me know down in the comment section, yeah, this monostable circuit is totally pointless. It does absolutely nothing. The Observer's also a bit of an interesting one, in that it only gives a redstone update when we remove the redstone, when causing redstone updates, which is actually... It reminds me of back in the... That's how it used to work back in early versions of Minecraft. No updates on the extension or retraction. I am well aware that I'm kind of telling you guys things you already know if you play this version of Minecraft, but I'm really just trying to get my head around it. Double piston extenders also require different timings. Now, I have to say that I had not realised how different Windows 10 was to the PC version of Minecraft. I kind of thought that you could easily transfer the builds between them. That is very obviously not the case. I apologise to those of you who play the Windows 10 edition of Minecraft, because none of my builds work on it. I've also found a bit of an inconsistency. Anyone? Anyone know what causes that? Please, it's not predictable either. You never know when it's going to retract it and when it's not. Oh, and people say that Java edition of Minecraft is weird. This is weird. When I say that, I am by no means slating the Windows 10 edition of Minecraft. It's just very confusing for my little Java-based tiny brain. In fact, scratch that. I think we can just all agree that all versions of Minecraft are weird. All in different ways. With a bit of a circuitry change, I have managed to create a working double piston extender that seems to be fairly consistent. Now, it's not quite as compact and as neat as the one in Minecraft PC Edition, but that will do the trick. It is functioning. Now, I am kind of wondering, because you guys know what I'm like, I wonder if I could build a triple piston extender. That would be a bit of a challenge. A challenge that I'm apparently accepting with open arms. That's not actually a bad start. Retract, retract, and then retract this one back there. That's actually pretty simple. You know, when I first started my YouTube channel, I was always endlessly impressed by people that could build triple piston extenders. I could not do it. I just couldn't get my head around the timings. I always used to just watch tutorials for them. There was nothing that I could do. It's not pretty. It is not pretty, but I think it might be functional. So there is the triple piston extension. And that was almost a triple piston retraction, but I've actually put that bit in the wrong place. Let's quickly redirect that. That should hopefully do it. So if we do the extension and then the retraction. Hey, there we go! Triple piston extender all done in Windows 10 edition. As I say, really not pretty, but one thing, you know, sometimes it is quite nice not having to worry about block updates and quasi-connectivity and things like that. In the Java edition of Minecraft, this would be problematic. Nice. Wait, what? Hold up, what? Nobody told me that was a thing. So pistons are like components of redstone. So redstone actually redirects into the sides of pistons. This is so different. It's so different. It's like a totally different game. It is a different game. It's a totally, entirely different game. It's just got a very similar name to it. But still, that is very surprising. I can't even, my brain hasn't even gone to where I could go with that, because that was never a thing in Minecraft, and it's not something that I've ever had to process before. Wow. I thought I'd just take some time out here, have a bit of a cold bath, and admire the really nice water shaders that we have in this version of Minecraft. These are lovely. I can imagine that is extremely useful though, because for example, in situations like this, where we have a floor and then we have pistons like that, the only way that we can really do that in the Java edition is by going underneath and actually placing in a redstone torch. That's pretty much it. That could be handy. I mean, I imagine we can do some really cool stuff with piston doors there. This is just your 8 minutes into the video reminder that I am still totally and utterly clueless. I mean, totally and utterly clueless. I have no idea why I'm taking on this challenge. I seriously have no clue why I've decided to take on this challenge, but I really want to build a 3x3 piston door. I feel like this video wouldn't be complete unless I at least attempted to build some form of 3x3 piston door, and I'm going to warn you, it's probably going to take the rest of my life. I still don't understand this stuff. This is the equivalent of like a kid that's just learned how to use his computer saying that he wants to build an Apple Mac. Wouldn't be that hard because it's an Apple Mac. Said a million people at once down in the comment section. Let's see if my closing works. Flick the lever. I should probably put something inside my dropper. Just give me 2 seconds here, right? And flick the lever. Absolutely not. That was horrible. With some serious reshuffling of all of the redstone, which has made this thing considerably more beefy, we have managed to get the closing fully functional. So there we go. Gets pushed upwards, then this pushes across, then this one pushes it upwards, which means that we have got the central section of our 3x3 all pushed up and all inside. The only thing is that's the easy bit. That's the really, really easy bit. The thing that takes like 5 seconds generally. Now it's time to actually do all of the double extensions and the retractions and the block storage and stuff. Tiny bit more challenging. I think it's safe to say that this is the biggest 3x3 piston door I have ever put on my channel, but I don't care because it does work. There's the closing, and there is the opening. Very gradual, but it does function. It is ridiculously, ridiculously massive. This has been a learning experience. I cannot believe, it's mind-blowing how different it is, but how similar it is. It's the same components, it's everything that I recognize, but there's like 4 or 5 very subtle changes that completely throw me off and stop me being able to do pretty much everything that I already know in Minecraft PC Edition. So who knows, I might drop in every now and again and just test the waters in the Windows 10 edition of Minecraft, see what I can build and see what sort of things I can come up with. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this little redstone video right here. It was something a tiny bit different. If you did, please hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo. I'm out. I'll see you later. Oh, and as per usual, check out the latest film on the filming channel. There'll be a link on the end screen.